Hero jumped up and stared at the wall. It was as if a herd of elephants were tap-dancing down Borromeo Road. The shaking then stopped as abruptly as it had started. A curious stillness descended on the house, only to be broken by one almighty crash. Hero ran to Dad's study and peered round the door. Dad's new shelves had collapsed, and a pile of thick, leather-bound volumes of Cuthbert's Encyclopedia of World Knowledge now covered the armchair. Hero stood rooted to the spot, staring at the scrawny, hairy, snow-white legs and Union flag flip-flops sticking out from under the encyclopedias. "He's been killed by knowledge!" shrieked Gran, appearing at the door. "I told him all those facts and figures would be the end of him." Hero glanced at the mountain of books. "Oh, no!" A sickening guilt weighed down on him at the thought that hitting his head on the shelves might have dislodged them. With his heart twanging like an elastic band, he rushed to the chair and flung aside the encyclopedias volume by volume to reveal a skinny, lifeless body. "Check if he's breathing," said Gran, her voice cracking with despair. Hero grabbed Dad by the arms and shook him as hard as he could. Dad remained still. "Dad!" he yelled, shaking him again. Dad moved his head and groaned. "Thank goodness," said Gran with her hands on her cheeks. "I'll phone for an ambulance." Whey-faced and helpless, Dad now lay slumped in the chair, his knowledge-searching brain dormant. Hero and Gran placed an ice pack on his brow, a cushion behind his neck, and put his legs on a stool. They left him in the study to prepare a bag for the hospital. When they returned, Dad was on his feet, looking at a picture on the wall he'd bought from a car boot sale many years ago. It was of a woman surrounded by a colourful aura of red, orange, yellow, blue, indigo, and violet. She had sorrowful eyes and a single tear on her cheek. The lady wore a flowing green gown made of leaves. In her hands she held a large, dark and spherical object that resembled a dying Earth. "Dad, are you okay?" asked Hero, sensing something was not right. Dad continued to stare at the picture. His face changed. "What are you looking at?" Hero asked. "My mother," whispered Dad in an unusual deep voice.